everyone, and welcome back to the Evil's Dynasty. Today, I am going to be doing the Season 1 off-season video. Now, I doubt this video will be as successful as all of the regular season and especially the postseason games, because there's no opponent to play this week, and you could kinda sorta skip over these. I know when I had Madden franchises back 8 and 9 years ago, I recorded several off-season videos, and those were not that popular. But I feel like it is a lot better for me to get on here and to make any changes to the roster in an off-season video in and of itself before moving on to the next season. Some people don't see it that way, and that's fine, but I see off-season videos as kind of necessities. And this is my channel, this is my series, and I'm going to do what I want in this series. I mean, for God's sake, if I wanted this series to only be a one-season series, and then call it a wrap after that, I could do that. It's my channel, it's my series. That doesn't mean I won't take suggestions, but I ultimately have the final say in this. Now, granted, all of you could go, "Oh, well, I'm not gonna watch you anymore," and that'd be fine. You would be well in your rights to do that. But it is well in your rights to skip this video if you don't want to watch this video and just move on to Season 2. But I'm going to make some changes and kind of recap the last season in this video. So, after not having any expectations for last season, I mean, the first year of a dynasty says 3 to 8 wins would be great, buddy. I was just hoping to get that. I did not think that we would be able to get to 8-5 and go to the playoffs. All it would have taken to make the playoffs would have been 5 wins. I could have made it in at 5-8 because this division is so weak. I have no idea if this division is going to be this weak. The division's in the top right-hand corner of the screen, by the way, in case you don't know. But this division is so weak that I don't want to say it's an automatic playoff berth, but it very well could be. It very well could be. I was so shocked, though, that I got the number 2 seed, as I thought that I would have to go on the road all throughout the playoffs. But no, I just had to go on the road in the conference championship game against the Micro-Hard Mutilators. Once again, there's the how the playoffs went as just a little recap here to fully put the season on ice, as it was a very I guess it is a very, as opposed to just disappointing. But it was a very disappointing end to the season. A season where, after I beat the Mutilators in the conference championship, I really thought that this team was going to win the Mayhem Bowl. After putting up 54 points on offense against the #1 defense in the league, I did not think that I would get stopped at all. But as I have looked over the footage over the last week or so of the Mayhem Bowl, I had elected to kick a field goal with just under 2 minutes to go, with a bribe ref on. Basically meaning that had I gone for it, and if I hadn't converted, the ref would have thrown a flag and I would have been able to get a first down. Now, had I known about that, well, had I thought about that at the time, I probably would have done that. But looking back on it in retrospect, because you can look back in retrospect on things all the time. I mean, just as they say, retrospect allows you to have 20/20 vision. It allows you to go, oh, that was a good decision, or that was not a good decision. But it matters in the moment. Because if I had faked a field goal there, and I'd gotten a first down because they would have, the ref would have thrown a penalty for me not getting a first down on 4th down, and then the creeps would have tried to kill the ref. So I would have gotten a first down out of that. And because I was at the 29 or so, I would have probably had it a first down and goal up at the 4. And so there's that to consider as well. But okay, so it was a 9-point game before I kicked the field goal. So let's say, okay, in this theoretical sense, because I don't kick the field goal, I'm up by 9. Okay. And so, if I had it first down and goal from the 4, I guarantee you I would have been able to make it in 4 plays. But let's just say, for argument's sake, that for some reason I cannot get 4 yards in 3 plays, 3 or 4 plays. Well, let's just say 3, and that I kick the field goal to go up by 12. Carcass City has burned their last 2 timeouts that they had at that point. And when I kicked that field goal to go up by 13, I think there was 1:55 to go on the clock when I kicked the ball off. So, I would have been able to chew up a lot more time. And being up by 12, if I had kicked a field goal, that would have basically put the game out of reach, as I don't think they would have had enough time to score twice. And had I scored a touchdown there, and got the 2-point conversion, which, hell yeah, I would have gone for it. Why wouldn't I have? I would have been at by 3 scores with probably under a minute to go, and, well, maybe a minute 10 or so. Carcass City would have had no timeouts whatsoever, and they would have needed to score 3 times. Do you think they're going to do that? Probably not. But another thing that kind of killed us is that this team does not have the depth yet on defense that I would like. Meaning that once my starters go down, as I was down my top two corners for the final drive and at the end of the game, we couldn't cover anybody. We could not cover a single soul. And so, the one thing that I should have seen coming at some point throughout the year, the lack of depth, just came back to bite me. And there was that bad decision by me to go after that onside kick. Right after the game, I had put it on my defense wholeheartedly, but they definitely do not deserve as much of the blame as I gave them. That was after the moment. Now, Carcass City played one heck of a game to come back. I should have mentioned that in that game, but I was not overly critical of anything. Regardless, though, I will take it as learning experiences, and okay, I'm going to do this in each offseason that I have. Now, throughout this past week, I have written down a wish list of the positions that I would love to add free agents at, or to trade in my notebook right here that I am holding. I have written down, and this is in order, but this could very well change. I mean, this was written a few days ago, so in the moment it could very well change. I have written in order coverback, blitzer, safety, guard, bruise receiver, enforcer, and a backup quarterback. It's funny because I don't really, my kicker's really good, so I don't think I need to upgrade that. And my kick returner's really good. I don't need to upgrade that either. And a backup quarterback would be nice for Dukem, but that's why I wrote it way down. It's just not a necessity. But it would kind of be nice to have if all the other holes on this team were filled. Running backs, I don't even need to touch that. Receivers, I did give serious thought with this, but because I am kind of a run-first coordinator, if you will, head coach / coordinator, I don't feel like I need a big infusion of talent at receiver. Now, bruise receivers, I definitely want to utilize the bruise receivers more and run more plays from the bruise. That's actually a little bit of the reason why I didn't really write a receiver on the list. And guards, it's just, I would love more depth there as well. The starting three are really good. Once you get past that, you get Abandoned Crooks at a 46 overall. And that's it. Blitzers, Of course. Of course. We don't have I don't have a single blitzer at 60 overall or higher. And it was very hard to get pressure and sacks on the opposing offense. And because we weren't really able to create negative plays for the opposing offenses throughout the year, we were not able to force a lot of punts. And Enforcer, I kind of wrote that down lower because with the defense I run, we don't really put Enforcers on the field. Carnage Razor is not on the field that much. Coverbacks, for the reasons I explained a couple minutes ago, absolutely. 257 overalls, need to improve the depth. Can't cover anybody. Tired of not being able to cover anybody. Line bashers, if you guys have been watching this series for any, and I mean any length of time, even at the end of a single video, you know why I did not write line bashers down. It's because I normally only utilize one of them, and Cleric Killsome at a 70 overall is an absolute monster, and I love him. Safeties, I wrote a safety down there because it would be good to improve more of the secondary if I'm going to add a coverback or two. As well as the fact that I love to user the safety in this game. I don't know what about it is. In Madden, when I played the dynasty or the franchises back in 2013 and 14, I always loved to user the defensive end. But I like using the safety more, as it is more fun for me now as opposed to using a blitzer. And special teams kicker is up to an 88, and Tyrant's Eagle up to a 73. I don't need to replace him because his break tackle's at 100 and his speed's at 100. I'm not replacing him with a more costly option, not when I have only 4 opportunities to fill holes on this roster. But there's your roster as of right now. Now, I am going to go down the list of my wish list here and figure out which players would be the best players to fill in those holes. Now, I'm not going to sign overpowered players like Nuke Dukem. Now, I signed Nuke Dukem before last season began in technically episode 0 or the season 0 offseason in the introduction video because this team needed a quarterback and I got one. But I actually want to sign or trade for players that I can improve upon throughout the series and ones that don't cost a whole lot. As you can see, well, how much does Dukem cost? There's a place where you can see how much they cost. Yeah, he takes up 33 million of the cap. If I signed 4 players at 33 million of a cap hit, I would almost be in cap hell. So that's why I'm not going to do that. Okay, so let's go ahead and sign a free agent. I do want to start with the coverbacks. Okay, coverbacks. I'm going to sign people in the 70 to 75 range, I believe, because I believe those are the types of people that would want to sign with this team. And plus, they wouldn't cost a whole lot. So, my first player that I'm going to sign in this offseason is Dying Ghoul. And so, Dying Ghoul, 72 overall. Nighthawk has not been upgraded at all. Hack McPherson is technically on the lower end, but I remember he has recovered a fumble and I have upgraded him some. So I am not going to cut Hack McPherson. But Nighthawk, you are going to get cut. Now, this will only cost me a little over $6 million as opposed to $7.2 million. So I like it. I like it. I might trade for my my second coverback. I pretty much decided which players or which positions of players I'm going to trade for. Or sign/trade for. Now, all these players would be freaking great at the top. But it's like 24 million, 19 and a half, 18 million. It's like, oh boy, do I want to pay a player that much? No, I do not. It's not a quarterback. I don't necessarily want to pay somebody that much right now. And I also want the players' names to be easily pronounceable. Javlon Wamsey was the cause of one of my losses this year, actually. I have played against these three cornerbacks already in the series. And this one. And this one. He made a good play against me at some point. I don't know. I would love to take one from a division rival, though. Agony Crown. Let's see. Hold on. The player who I signed, is he officially a coverback 1 or 2? Cornerback or coverback. Okay, so okay, I'm just making sure that I don't sign 2 coverback 2s. That'd be embarrassing. Only one of them could be on the field. And that I would have to trade him right back away. Or cut him. I would have to cut him. let's see here. He died at some... He died in the first game I played against him. Let's see here. Dangerous Fright. Take, Brosiah Bot. Yes! 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 Got him from Snuffalo. I'm filling in holes on this roster. Let's see. Give me... Let me take a look at the cards real quick. They're all at like 71 or 72. Nah, I might hold off. Let me see what the Blitzers has in store for me. Hackspur. That's an orc, I believe, normally. Olaf Slayer. All Dead Smiths. All Dead Sith. All Dead Sith. Kilton Shrilliums. Let's see, that's, okay. It's a B. Yeah, Blitzer. Okay. Dianton Kerrigan. Yes, I will. Offer accepted. Okay, let's get, oh shoot, I should have done an overall. How good the team was. I believe it was a 68 overall. I don't know. I'm gonna look at safeties just for depth. Rodney McLeod is a 59. Henry Bizarro. Rip Mead. Bobby McCain. Heltrick Bloodwine. Barbarian Glocksin. Bust into Heavens. Bust in Heavens. Still trying to figure out. Tony Jettison. Bustin' Heavens. His intelligence is low, though. Lower than I would like. But all the rest of the stats look good. Bustin' Heavens would be a good option. Who do I want to cut? Andre Head Scratcher and Kayvon Lawless. It's between one of those two. Which one have I upgraded? Neither one. Okay. This player's gonna get cut. There we go. So now my team, after patching up some holes on defense, is a 67. So I guess I was at like a 65, and now I'm at a 67. But let me real quick All Dead Sith. Boom. Now he is a starter. And do starters upgrade? No, they do not improve the overall. I believe my overall was a 65 heading into before I made all those moves. Depth chart. my running back group is just way too talented to add any more pieces that will not play. Blitzers, All Dead Sith comes in with Bletcher Rocks. Maybe I might run more 3 defensive line. I don't know. Definitely getting better. As now we have a 75 and a 72 manning the outside corners. As Virus Decay and Grievance Smelson both go into a backup role to start out Season 2. And they will come on the field when one or both of these guys, Tredangerous Fright, I'm gonna get that wrong up until mid-season, I guarantee it. Tredangerous Fright and Dying Ghoul aren't on the field. Cleric Killsome does not lose his spot at all because he is so good. GT Deadwords has definitely come onto the field. Probably in one or both of the games, Gennard Savory was suspended. Oh, and that also helps if my players get suspended, which could very well be a thing. Now I have a brand new user for this defense in Bustin' Heavens. And now, hopefully I'll be able to cover somebody, and hopefully my defense will be able to get some sacks with the new additions out there on the field. Now, real quick, I'm going to look at, well, the standings. I did look at it at the end of the Mayhem Bowl video, but these are the teams that are in the game. The Carcass City Creeps are replaced with the Los Angeles Volts. The Nuke to London Hatriots and the... oh, shoot. The Hexon Oilers and the Nuke to London Hatriots are replaced with the Nashville Lycans and the Cracksome Skull Jugulars in the corporate division in the Monster Conference. And over in the Mutant Conference, the Motor City Maniacs get replaced by the Grim Bay Attackers in that division. Look for them to win that division. I might have to play them in the playoffs at the end of next season, assuming both of us make it there. In the corporate division, you have the New Orleans Zombies replacing the Carolina Panzers. My favorite team in real life, so that does not make me happy. But there are 5 new teams in the league this year. So, that's exciting. Let's look at the schedule real quick. As I start off, the first 4 out of the 5 games of the year are home games. As, of course, I have the Week 1 game at home against the New Orleans Zombies. And then I host the Los Angeles Volts at home, and then I travel on the road to take on the Grim Bay Attackers and their terrific quarterback, Airborne Dodgers, who is the second best quarterback in the league, only to Nuke Dukem, my quarterback. And then I host back-to-back divisional games with the Malice Hellboys coming to town in Week 4, and then the San Francisco 40 Nightmares coming to town in Week 5. Week 6 is a bye week, and Week 7 I play on the road against the Insane Cults, a team who beat the bejesus out of me last year. But I believe I was a 43 overall when I played them. And now I'm a 67 overall as we sit here today. As we look at the rest of the schedule, in Week 8, I travel to Midway for, well, I have back-to-back playoff rematches, if you will. Week 8 is on the road against the Midway Mutants. They blew me out on the road in Week 3 last year, and I blew them out in the playoff game in Philadelphia last year. And then the first regular season matchup against the Micro Hard Mutilators, as I play them in Week 9 at home, following after I beat them at the end of last year in the conference championship game. And then I play host to the Los Angeles Damned, who, that's the last team in the regular season to have beaten me. Before I went on a 7-game winning streak to end the year, and 9 games if you include the playoffs, before my team choked and lost in dramatic fashion in the Mayhem Bowl. Week 11 is our second bye week, and then we go on the road in back-to-back divisional matchups. Week 12 is the Malice Hellboys, and Week 13 is the San Francisco 40 Nightmares. So, I played the 40 Nightmares on the road in Week 13 last year, and I get to play them on the road in Week 13 again this year. Or at least I believe, yes it was, because at the end of that game I found out I'd clinched a playoff spot, and then I'm like, yeah, the next 2 games, yeah, playoff seeding. Who cares? Well, I did, but it's like, okay. And then Week 14, I play at home against the Snuffalo Thrills again, after trading for their number 1 or number 2 cover back in Tredangerous White. And then the regular season finale, I play on the road against the Purple Mutant Eaters. A place where I won my first game last year in Week 6. Now, I was kind of hoping that some of the opponents would get shaken up more. And the location. For instance, well, the first half of the schedule, besides the divisional games, looks totally different, as I haven't played the first 3 teams on the schedule yet, as those are 3 new teams that haven't been in the league yet. And I play the Insane Cults on the road after getting them in Philadelphia last year. But these are just familiar opponents to me in the back half. I wish I had played the Mutants at home in the season game. I wish I played... Well, actually, no, I don't. But I played the Damned at home again. And then I play the Thrills at home again. And I play the Mutant Eaters on the road again. I wish those last 2 were flipped. Like, I wish I'd played the Thrills on the road and the Eaters at home, but it's whatever. I am not a big fan of playing at Los Angeles' stadium. So, despite the fact that I play both teams that play in that city, I get both of them at home. I've played them 3 times in 2 years in the regular season, and I've gotten all 3 games at home. But yeah, it will certainly be interesting. But yeah, that's pretty much all I have today, though. As I finished out the year, it said on the screen I had a 93 offense and a 57 defense. It's like, wow. Yeah. The defense gets torched, and I'm on the field a lot on offense, so yeah. But hopefully that'll change some. Well, I hope not, in the sense that my defense is not on the field a whole lot, in the sense that they get stops on defense. But I will definitely use the offseason to fill any holes that I see in the roster that need to be filled, like coverback and practically the whole defense. So, yeah, like I said, hopefully we'll be able to cover people. Tredangerous Fright will not be going back to Snuffalo. He will play them in Week 14, but I am happy that I made that trade, and I'm happy that I signed Dying Ghoul at coverback 2. So, and then Cleric Killsom's just a monster, man. I don't need to do anything with him. Maybe getting him, if he gets good enough on his own, and the Line Basher behind him do not get upgraded behind him, maybe I will sign him a good backup. So that when he has to come out of the field every once in a while, there's a good backup option there. But yeah, I really look forward to Season 2. And I hope all of you look forward to Season 2 as well, as this team has certainly gotten better. Hopefully we'll be able to cover some people this time. But we shall see. As let's see, how many good quarterbacks will we go up against? Okay, week 1. Okay quarterback. Week 2. Great quarterback in Bustin' Headspurt. Week 3. Legendary quarterback. Week 4. Serviceable. Week 5. Not that great at all. Week 7. There's a reason why he's not evil anymore. Week 8. Yeah, the jury is still out on him. Week 9. Great quarterback. Week 10. Great quarterback. Now, granted, this is for the updated rosters after 2020, so 2021 won't impact into how the players are. That'll come later this summer, or later this year in the summer. So, 10 has a Super Bowl under his belt, but not in the game yet. Rosters haven't updated. Well, I'm playing with the summer's updated rosters. The rosters updated at the end of December, right after I started this dynasty. That's how Nutsack Hurts is still on the team. Week 12. See Week 4. Week 13. We just shut down the running game, and we have shut them down entirely. That's basically what you can say about my team. Holy crap. But no. Week 14. Oh, you better believe it. Week 15. He is better than people give him credit for. I'm definitely going to say that. People think that Court Bussin is not a good quarterback and that he is awful. No. He quietly put together a really good season last year. It's just that the Purple Mutant Eaters could not win at all, as they had a missed field goal and they could not finish games. There was at some point, I think it was at week 11 or 12 in the year last year, a stat that said that if the game ended with 2 minutes to go, the Mutant Eaters would be undefeated at that point. Well, the Vikings in real life, but still, you guys get what I mean if you follow my lingo. But yeah, so hopefully this defense will be a lot better as now we have a 73, a 75, a 72, a 70. Oh, excuse me. A 70 we already had, and well, I didn't sign an over 70 overall safety. Huh. Okay. Weird, but alright. Alright! I guess Rodney McLeod is taller than he is. Intelligence. I can definitely look at this better in depth chart. This will hopefully allow me to call more complex defenses as all of their intelligences are 40. Fletcher Rocks and Random Slams are at 40. All Dead sits at 77. Because I can't upgrade their intelligences yet. So that will definitely help out. And then Tredavious Fright has 79, and Dying Ghoul has 77. Virus Decay and Grievance Milson, I can't even upgrade their intelligence right now. I just can't. Oh yeah, Cleric Killsom's just good though. Intellect 70. And then Bustin' Heavens, his intelligence or intellect is, just as I said, not that high, but I can definitely get that up, considering that I don't really have to worry about upgrading the other stats besides intellect or intelligence right now. But yeah, in terms of overall intellect for this defense, it's definitely gotten a lot better. So you know what? I'm gonna run a little bit of practice drills. See how well this team... Well, see how well this defense goes for 2 or 3 drives to push this video to an hour. I don't have to, but I'm going to anyway. Just to see what I have. Okay, that, yeah. Let's blitz with all dead. Man, this defensive line just got better. I can definitely tell. Let's see if we can cover people. Yes, run the option. Try it. Okay, well that's a first down. Let's go to one of my favorite tricks. Tight man coverage. Okay, they're gonna run the option. I know this playbook very well. Tight man. Sends him in motion. Yup, that's a pass deflection. That would not have happened last season. Okay, I'm feeling pretty good. I do kind of feel like I could leave these players out on islands. Oh, everyone was covered. Jeez. Let's run a safety blitz. Oh no, they're gonna punt. Does this help my punt return team? He gets taken down. Okay. Yeah, let's run a safety blitz. Let's bring Rodney McPloud down and blitz him. That would have gone for a first down last season. Getting in the box here. Running the option. Bam! Oh, I want to see those tackles. I'm going to try to get Waylon Hurts involved more into the running game next season, though. There's Claret Kilsom again. Let's see what this stacked defensive line can do. Broke a few, but Carnage Razor did not let him get free. They're running the bruise. Okay. Bam. Let's try to run zone for a little mix-up. They're gonna run option. I would not be able to know the opponent's plays like this in a real game, and I understand that. But just seeing the growth. So good. Zones. Oh, they're running a screen. I love that play. They're trying to use the plays that I love against me. They're running the option again? Are you kidding? It's like, no, shut that down. Shut that down. He got hit as he threw, but he'll take it. He'll take it. Bam! Bam! I'm liking this. Send another safety blitz. Deflected. Incomplete. Tre'Davious, or Tre'Dangerous Fright. Of course he would throw it there. Dadgummit. Hopefully Bust in Heaven will kind of prevent some of the bigger plays from happening as well back there. I know that draw anywhere. The Enforcer doesn't really make use of the free agents I signed, not the safeties. Tre'Dangerous Fright. Tre'Dangerous Fright. Okay. Bust in Heaven. Bam! Bam! Get him down. There we go. Is he gonna kick this through the back of the end zone? I don't know. Probably not. Okay, one more drive. One more drive. Slander. Tre'Dangerous Fright. And Bust in Heaven. Bust in Heavens. Quarterback draw. Well, that was a sneak from the goal line. I like this Enforcer. Now I can run this since my defense has the knowledge. Oh! I got in there so fast that I didn't think I would. Okay. Well, that's a first down. We've got to get a pick. Or something. Corner blitz. We're bringing him. Snap it. I think Heavens is a much better tackler than Rodney McLeod. Just using him, it just feels so good to use him. Because I know I can rely on him more. Alright, let's see this new and improved team does on the goal line. And they allow the touchdown. Had Carcass City not scored so many two-point conversions in that game, I would have been able to slowly pull away from them. And that it could have been a 15-point game or a 17-point game. Well, a 15 or 16 or whatever, where they would have needed to convert on a 2-point play to tie it or whatever. But, yeah. This defense definitely seems better to me. And CS, guys, I do believe that will do it for this Evils Dynasty. And until the next Evils Dynasty video, which will be Season 2, I will see you all later. Goodbye, guys! Thank you all for watching.